Hello, what a fantastic opportunity to talk to you. My name is Anand Khare and I am an alumni of Polymer Engineering Department at MIT Pune. So this is really your campus, the campus where you study and grow. And this is where I studied and actually learned polymer engineering. And from there I ventured into doing my stint at National Chemical Laboratory, and subsequently I did my master's program, Masters in Plastics Engineering from University of Massachusetts Lowell. So it was a fantastic journey, starting from MIT way back in 1990, graduating in 1994, and then taking on the journey to UMass Lowell in 1995. I would like to talk to you about what are the benefits of polymer engineering in today's scenario. The world has changed from the time that I actually stepped into MIT and learned under the auspices of various different professors who ingrained in me the values of not only being a good citizen but understanding the basic concepts of engineering. And plastics engineering has grown by leaps and bounds the world over. Today's world, as you can see it, is full of plastics. You can touch plastics every day in your life. In the morning when you wake up till the night when you go to sleep, it's actually a lot of plastics around you. And this is good. Good for the industry and good for our consumers. Although I studied polymer engineering, I branched out into packaging engineering, and I've spent about more than 22 years in packaging. So there are various aspects of packaging. Now, why would you say that packaging is one of the most important aspects of our life today? Because as you can see, today's world, whatever you touch is packaged. Wherever you go, it's packaged. And the end consumer is actually interested in the package that he sees on the shelf before even he thinks about the product that the packaging has underneath it. So it's very important for us to realize the importance of packaging. And you can really understand when you look around yourself that packaging is actually split into various different types of areas. You have rigid packaging, you have flexible packaging, and you have semi-flexible packaging, if you really have to look into the broad aspects of it. The other aspect of packaging, really, if you think about it, is there are basic three types of packaging. One is primary, second is secondary, and the third is tertiary. Primary is something that touches the product. Secondary is something that actually covers the product and enables it to go from one place to the other. And tertiary is something that actually then takes it over a long distance. Now, packaging really touches all aspects of today's world. It's into food, it's into beverages, it's into pharmaceuticals, it's into healthcare, medical devices, and industrial packaging. So you really have different aspects of packaging as you look around yourself. And what's important about packaging, it's really not something that you have to pack a product, but there's a lot of science behind it. And that's exactly what the polymer engineering course at MIT and some aspects of it will actually enlighten you. Packaging, when you talk about the primary packaging, there's a lot of interaction between the primary packaging and the product. So one has to really take care that the product is interacting in a certain way with the package and the package is interacting in a certain way with the product. So let me give you an example. For example, if you look at food, the first thing that you want your food to do is stay good in terms of aesthetics, stay good in terms of taste, and stay good in terms of its nutritional value. Now, is your packaging really helping you to do that? That's a question that one needs to ask. while designing something. Similarly, for the pharmaceutical industry, it's extremely important for the pharmaceutical product, like your tablets and your capsules and all kinds of medicines, to stay potent over a long period of time. And generally, the shelf life is about 2 years. So, is your package then helping your product or your pharmaceutical drugs to stay potent for a long, long period of time, or at least for 2 years? And is your product then being protected by the moisture that's trying to come into the package, or by the oxygen that's trying to come into the package? So you can see that there are various aspects of packaging, and there are n number of polymeric films or polymeric materials that actually are used in different types of packages. For example, in flexible films, you have polypropylene, you have polyethylene. For barrier layers, EVOH is being used. And you also have PVDC, polyvinylidene chloride, which is being used to protect your product from oxygen and moisture. And this incidentally is used very, very predominantly in terms of the pharmaceutical products that you need to package. So as you can see, there are lots and lots of use of a package. Now, what's the other use of package? The other use of package is really to communicate with the end consumer. What really does it mean in terms of the ingredients, in terms of the nutritional value, in terms of the shelf life, and in terms of the date of production? So it's extremely important for the consumer to know when that product was manufactured and what is the shelf life. And this is a communication channel between the end consumer and the product, where the package plays an important role. There are different types of printing nowadays that comes into packages. The packages are printed on the top, they are printed reverse inside, and they're printed by different types of technology like flexography or gravure printing. So n number of technologies are available, and n number of solutions are available when you really try to understand how to package your product. Over the years, I have learned that not only is theory very important, but practical applications are important as well. So as you venture into the industry, it becomes extremely important for one to realize what you have studied so far in your graduate courses or undergraduate courses, and how do you apply them in the real world. And that really is the essence of why we travel the course of going from undergraduate to graduate degrees and further on to take on the PhDs. Now, the polymer engineering course in MIT Pune also allows you to take a step further and do your masters in terms of plastics engineering or polymer engineering, or you can take specialty courses outside India, outside Asia. And there are n number of opportunities where you can do your master's degree in packaging technology, packaging science, or plastics engineering in general. So a fantastic opportunity for me today to talk to you about different aspects of packaging and the journey that I have taken so far, starting from MIT Pune and then venturing out to the industry. I would like to thank you for listening to me, and I'm sure that you would take the right opportunity and take your course forward towards the journey. Thank you.